countries who are trying to trick Israel into a peace agreement while behind doors are plotting to attack Israel, saying, soothe them in, make them drop their guards, and then when they're not ready, we're going to come together as a coalition attack them. This is happening pretty much at the same time that we got the news that Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and a few other Pakistan and a few other Muslim countries are creating the Arab NATO, which means an attack on one of them is an attack on all of them, and they're kind of trying to formalize the agreement. And why is Israel exposing this or choosing to share this information right now? Now, again, this is hard to know exactly what's happening. There is more unknown than known here, but it is coming from official Israeli sources. And some people are coming and saying that it's coming from the Minister for National Security in Israel, that is saying that a country in the region were advising other countries to be flexible with Israel and meanwhile to get ready for a bigger escalation, a bigger war. Since the 7th of October, we've been opposing to any attempt to sell us that there is quietness here. Also, former head of the Mossad said that every agreement with a country in the area must be taken in great consideration, that the internal politics of these countries are very fragile. So let's dive in, guys, because it's gonna be an interesting episode. I don't have all the answers, but I'm gonna do my best to try and give you the best explanation to who I think might be these countries. So, shalom everyone. Geraldine, since you're the first one to comment, can you please tell me if my audio is good? And if the audio is good, we will keep going. If not, we will fix it. So we're having right now a whole Middle East officials urge states to make deals with Israel while secretly preparing for war. Khan News report said regional officials suggested reaching agreement with Israel with the intention of later violating it, which is basically the meaning of Hudna and Taqiya. Officials further advised to use the period to prepare for the future war. For those of you who don't know, the term Hudna is an Islamic term that is coming from their faith. The Quran and the Hadith is often quoting that. Thank you so much, Shikras. And it's a ceasefire that was proposed by the Prophet back in the days, which later was broken by the Prophet and the Muslim forces and exposed to be not really a ceasefire, but more, let's stop the fighting so we can prepare ourselves, rearm ourselves, get more soldiers, get you to drop your guards, and then go and annihilate you. So it seems to be that this is the case right now. Now, this is an image of the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the US President Donald Trump, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Bahrain King Hamid, uh, and all kind of people. The picture is not necessarily related to this incident. Now, officials from one country in the Middle East advised another regional state to pursue an agreement with Israel in order to lull it to sleep, while preparing for a larger confrontation, according to Monday report. First report by Khan News and cleared publication by the IDF military censor. So Israel is coming and saying, yes, this is legit, guys. This is coming from several official Israeli senior members from the army and from the government. The report noted that officials from said country told their counterparts during talks in recent months that they should demonstrate tactical flexibility towards Israel and work towards reaching an agreement. The proposal, however, was not intended as a path towards lasting reconciliation. Instead, the officials advised the other countries to use the period created by an agreement to prepare for a future war against Israel, according to the sources cited in the report. The official reportedly suggested reaching an agreement with Israel with the intention of later violating it, with simultaneously preparing for a larger escalation, military confrontation. Who is this country? Who do you think is right now behind this? And let me tell you one thing. That's my opinion. I think that Israel was able, with the Mossad and Shmona Matayim and other intelligence units, were able to find the signal or to hear a confirmed report that this is happening behind closed doors, and they chose to reveal it right now to remind these Arab countries, guys, we know what you're doing. Back off. It's not worth it. I think that's the reason that Israel sent it out there, to tell them don't even think about it. And to remind them that the Mossad and the Israeli intelligence is behind every door, stone, tree, and traffic light and bench in any park they have, and that we hear and we see everything they're doing. I think that's why Israel decided to do that. So someone is telling me that I should turn out the volume. I thought the volume was high enough, guys. I'll try to turn it out a little bit here. Let's see. Is it better now, guys? Let me know. I'm going to continue, and hopefully this is good enough. Here is my possible countries that I think might actually be behind this. And I'm going to lay it over for you. It could be Qatar advising Lebanon. We know that Lebanon right now is in a very serious peace deal agreement with Israel, and they still have a strong grasp of Islamists. Now, I don't think it's going to be the Christians in Lebanon. I don't think it's going to be the Jews in Lebanon. They want peace. I do believe them. It's probably going to be Muslim factions. So that is not that disturbing. It's still something to be worried about. Lebanon is in a very bad place. And I think in general, Lebanon would just lose from this behavior. One thing you need to point in mind is, in my humble opinion, most countries that are bordering with Israel will be very, very cautious. They will want it, but they will be very cautious of wanting to agree to that, because they will pay the ultimate price. If they try to cross Israel and trick Israel, and Israel defeat them like the last 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, doesn't matter what, they will be served the worst punishment that a Muslim country can have, and that is taking back land from them. Remind you, every Muslim country right now in the region was stolen by the Muslims from the Christians and from the Jews. And the worst thing you can do to them is actually take back the lands from them, because that really humiliate their religion and their ideology. How come you're losing? You're not good Muslims, and etc. So I think the Muslim countries like Lebanon, like Jordan, like Egypt will be very, very hesitant from doing that. It doesn't mean that they won't. That's number one. Number two, it could be Qatar advising Syria. Number three, it could be Turkey advising Syria. Now, that's an option for sure. We know that Syria right now is a country that was hijacked. A country that was hijacked by Al-Qaeda, by ISIS, you can say by Muslim Brotherhood, and is basically served as a puppet for Turkey, which is a Muslim Brotherhood on steroids. And we are seeing videos again and again of their army training and October 7th style, training about how to break into houses, how to shoot civilians, how to raid, and etc. And it's still amateur. As someone who came from the special forces, it's still amateur. You still see them breaking bricks on each other's stomachs and sticks and jumping through burning lula hoops, but still it's a way, way bigger advancement than how they used to be in the past. So they're making some kind of a progress, guys. That is for sure. Now, is it Turkey advising Syria? Possibly. Is it Qatar? Possibly. Is it both? Very possibly that this is what's happening. Another Arab government advising Lebanon. It could be Saudi Arabia being advised by another regional country. So it could be also that other regional countries are telling Saudi Arabia, listen, Israel seems to want to trust you. Why don't you lure them in? Talk them into some kind of Abraham Accords. America's going to fall for it. Europeans, they love these kind of things. I want to say something clear here for the records, and I want it to be recorded. So guys, snip it, lock it. Remember that I said it. The Abraham Accord is a hoax. I know there's a lot of people who don't like to hear that. It's a hoax. Islam is light years away from being ready for the Abraham Accords. Islam is light years away from being ready for peace. The only reason they're agreeing to sit on the table and talk is because they're weaker. They still haven't abandoned their dream to go conquer genocide and war. Look at their own countries. They're all fighting one another. They're far, light years away from peace. They're all killing one another, and fighting everyone else. It's the most failing countries on the face of this earth, and it's the most warmongers countries. And it's not because of the white colonialism and imperialism and all these fancy words that college students like to use. It's not because of that. It's simply because of their religion. You need to know history, and you look back through the history of Islam, and you see that they have not stopped being in a constant state of war and genocide and colonizing one another since the beginning. Mostly the Arab Muslims, but in general, all around their religion. So nothing in their history showed that they were ever actually willing to have peace. Never. As a matter of fact, peace is considered a sign of weakness. You only offer peace, which they call it hudna, ceasefire, with countries that are stronger than you, so later on you can defeat them. That has been the case. So if you know history, you know that they are light years away. So the Abraham Accord is just a hoax, guys. It's a fairy tale. It's a dream that we love to hear in the West. We love to fantasize over this dream and imagine, oh, what if we will have peace? Israel, you should take that. But guys, it's light years away and it's just a bluff. So don't fall for it. There's no room for that right now. That's what I think. Lebanon, possibly. Lebanon, possibly. I'm going to put the mic here, guys, and see if it gets any better, because I'm seeing a lot of people saying that the audio is still very low. Is it better right now? Deviam, let me know if the audio is better right now. Now, is it Lebanon? Lebanon have lost so much since the beginning of the war with Israel. And they're not actually in war with Israel. Since the takeover of Iran and Hezbollah of Lebanon. Their economy is collapsing and their people are begging for a better life. So Lebanon becoming the next battlefield is unlikely, and that's because there's still a majority of Christians in Lebanon. Thanks, Yuvi. And it's still a majority of Christians and Druze and other minorities that are not Muslims in Lebanon, and they just don't want to have war. The Muslim factions might be told, follow along, play with that, don't worry, Turkey and Syria got your back, we'll get rid of the Christians and we'll initiate a war that will come from the northern border of Israel. Syria is very likely. Hey, let's play the game, try to pretend like you're trying to have peace with them, and then later on we'll attack them. Syria is a full-on jihadist country, full-on, non-stop. Syria is basically Gaza 2.0 on a much larger scale with a much more compromising borders around it. So that could be. Egypt, we're seeing their preparation right now with tanks and everything. Egypt have not abandoned their grandiose dreams of leading the Muslim world and also of avenging the humiliation that they've been served by Israel again and again and again. That could be as well. I will definitely put my money on Qatar and Turkey being behind it, plotting it, both of them equally, maybe one of them alone or both of them together. Iran, we just know that they're full on scale with Israel, so that's not a big thing. But Saudi Arabia, that could also be a tricky player here. A tricky player that is kind of working its way. And like I said, this is all happening. This official agreement, this official report that came from Israel right now is happening right very shortly after Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan met together and had an agreement to create the new Arab NATO. They even use that terms like it's going to be the Arab NATO, a coalition, which means that when you attack one of them, you attack all of them. So it might be that they're building the ground, and it might be that they're actually feeling right now, okay, America is shifting from Israel. America is coming on the Muslim side. The administration of Donald Trump, sadly, have been dancing very closely tango with the dictator of Syria, which is a terrorist, and admiring the dictator of Turkey, Erdogan, which is a big terrorist and Muslim Brotherhood sympathizer, who is clearly showing hostility toward Israel. And they're, playing with the idea, yeah, we're going to sell them F-35. There are no allies. They can take care of the situation in Lebanon better than, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we're seeing that the Arab world is pouring a lot of money and a lot of effort into shifting the American public view away from Israel and closer to the Islamic Arab world. That is undoubtedly, we're seeing that there's billions of dollars were being thrown on the right and on the left, on the Nick Fontisi, Candace Owens, and on I don't know which one is on the left. It's Hassan Piker. Well, he's already terror supporter, but Mamdanis and Queers of Palestine. So they're working relentlessly to shift the American view from the churches and the conservatives all the way to the woke and liberal and the LGBTQs in order to create a demonization of Israel and build the ground for something. Now, when we're talking about this, it doesn't mean that next week we're going to have war. If you want to think about it that way, it's probably something that they're planning for the next 5 years, 10 years. They're trying to play the long run. Muslim Brotherhood has been for a long time playing the long run with America, with Canada, with the West, and with their grandiose dreams of annihilating Israel and conquering the West. And all of a sudden, Israel chose to release that. And I think, and I said in the beginning, I'm going to say it again, that Israel chose to release that from several official members, from the IDF all the way to the government, the head of the Ministry of Internal Security Affairs in Israel, coming and saying that we've received official reports that there is Arab countries in closed doors advising other Arab countries to keep pretending like they want to have peace with Israel, make Israel drop their guard, but be ready for a big war that is going to come when we're going to violate that ceasefire, Hudna, classic Taqiyya and Hudna, and attack Israel. Which are the countries? Who is doing that? So let's break it down. Which countries right now are having peace talks or alleged possible peace talks with Israel? Jordan and Egypt already have a peace on the paper agreement with Israel. So could be, but not very likely. They might be involved in that, but not very likely they're the ones talking right now to trick Israel. Lebanon, we see it full on right now. Big peace talks with Lebanon. But Lebanon, like I said, the Christians and the Druze are less likely to want that. They want stability. They want their children to have a better future. They're not a death cult. The Muslims in Lebanon, very much likely. So it could be in Lebanon just telling them, listen, play along with the Christians and the Druze and with Israel. Pretend like you want it. Don't worry, we're going to come and we're going to make Lebanon full-on Muslim. We're going to take care of these Christians and the Druze, and we're going to go and attack Israel. That's one possibility, with Qatar and Turkey standing behind it, Saudi Arabia kind of understanding, Pakistan for sure. Another more realistic option will be Syria. Syria being pushed right now. They put a puppet in a suit, told him pretend to be Western. Don't worry, we'll take care of your $10 million reward by the US for being a terrorist and an enemy of America, and ISIS and Al-Qaeda being a leader, like, a commander, one of the top leader of ISIS and Al-Qaeda. We'll take care of that. We got this administration in our pocket. They're on the Epstein list. We have Tom Barak is on the Epstein list. He's very close to Donald Trump. And we have Kushner, and these guys just want to close a deal. We'll give them a lot of money. We'll get you off that terrorist list. It looks like there is a price. It looks like you can actually pay a lot of money to a government and get terrorists out of the terrorist list, even though what happened in 9/11, etc. And then comes the next stage. We'll normalize the relationship with Europe, with America. We'll let them drop their guards. We'll pretend to be the ones who want to have peace. Meanwhile, we'll demonize Israel, make them look like the warmongers, and play over what's happening in Gaza and in Lebanon. And then when the time comes and Israel will actually think there's peace, we'll come and surprise them. And Israel came and said, guys, we heard you. And now we want to tell you, think about it twice. Don't even dare. And now you might have some generals and intelligent people in Turkey and Saudi Arabia. I would love to be in that room as a fly in the wall, panicking. How do they know? Who is here part of the Mossad? Turkey is right now panicking. Like, who do we have in the Mossad in our government? Maybe they'll open a Mossad hunting unit only to be run by the Mossad again, like what happened with Iran. Syria is panicking right now as well. What is going on? Who do we have here? What kind of a futuristic science fiction technology Israel have that is 500 years ahead of us, that is making us look like idiots? All the Muslim world. We saw that with the pagers. We see that all the time, where Israel is just reminding the Arab world, guys, stop it. There might come a day that Israel will just stop playing games. But for that to happen, America will need to be less compromised and more clairvoyance about what needs to be done. Who are the enemies and who are not? Right now, America, unfortunately, seems to be heavily compromised with ties to Muslims around the world, and that is blurring their vision. So that's kind of, what I think might be one of the options. I would love to hear what you guys think. Tactical Muta, who would have guessed? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Is anyone surprised here? Anyone here is slightly even surprised that this might be happening? Not me. Like I said, the Abraham Accord is a hoax, is a scam, and the Muslim world is light years away from being ready for peace. Light years away, guys. I know it might be bombing for a lot of Europeans or Americans, or in general, like, Westerners that really want to believe they can have peace with them. You can't. You just can't have peace with them. there was never a real, except from, you know, the Emirates, there was never a real example of a Muslim country that shows real initiative and trustworthy efforts for peace. Never. All we know through history that there have been always a constant war and constantly trying to kill one another and kill everyone around them. It is a culture of death and a religion of war. So, sorry for being the bearer of bad news, guys, but that's what it is. Now, with this said, let's guys jump into... No, I don't want to consent to cookies from you, Mingle. What is the heck is that? Can I, like, cancel everything in you, Mingle? Like, I don't want no cookies from them at all. Wow, these guys are really annoying. So let's jump in and see what we can see here. How do we start? There you go.
And she the best with that head, even better than Karim. She don't want money.
Yeah. So many weirdos.
Yo,
Hey, how's it going?
how's it going?
I'm good, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, man. What, you in Germany?
Yes, I am. Where are you from?
Me, I'm from America, United States.
Nice, I like America. Where in America?
Like around Connecticut area. Are you German or are you an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite that is residing in Germany right now. Yes.
Why you don't like the state of Israel right now?
No, I love Israel. I love Israel. Just my kid is half German, half Israeli, and the mother wanted to try and raise him up around green and forests, and we said we'll give it a try. What about you? What's your thoughts about Israel, if you don't mind me asking?
People, like the people and the place in general, I like it. Ain't nothing bad about it. But I say the way that it's governing and just a lot of shit, bro. America, it's a lot of shit, bro. Like I can't even. Everybody's playing their part, bro. I can't agree with it. I don't agree on no type of war, cause that shit just ain't right. But I'm not no bashful to no Israelite, cause not everybody's on that type of timing. Like I don't know if you on that type of timing, but I believe whatever nation they got the right to be their own nation. Nobody deserves to go through war.
No, I agree. I think that's a good direction to go
I
through.
can't hear you.
You can you hear me now?
Ah,
One second.
you might have messed something up.
Yeah, probably. Can you hear me now?
No, I can't, man.
One second.
Nah, bro. Fuck. Shit.
One second. Let's see how do we fix that. What about now? No. By the way, I'm streaming this. Guys in the streams, can you guys hear me? Oh.
Like, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time because I want to hear what you got to say.
Thanks, man. What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, we got it. So, I'm assuming that you've probably never been to Israel, right?
No.
Fair enough. And not that it's a problem. Like, you know, everybody's entitled and should have an opinion about things that are happening in the world, even if you haven't been there. That's not the thing. Now, war is terrible. I'm not a Jew. I grew up in Israel. I was an officer in the IDF, and I've witnessed at first hand several wars that, basically usually were imposed on Israel. Sometimes Israel went and counterattacked to stop like a war that was coming. Now, the point, what you said here, the only thing that I would say I don't agree with is, what is your thoughts about the war against Nazi Germany, for example? Was that a justified war?
I obviously not. Here, because I'm not no lying ass person. I did my research on that. The way that shit was going, he blew it out of proportion. I feel like if a correct, like somebody who was in the right mind actually stepped in and did what he was trying to do, but not to the extent of it, like trying to kill Jewish people, like that shit just crazy, bro. But I don't know. It was not justified, but I see the reason behind it, but that doesn't, it just don't make no sense how that shit happened.
So
I don't like no genocide. I don't like no type of war. My people died in the war. My grandfather was my grandmother is German, and my great grandfather met them in the war type shit. So
where your grandmother's German and your
my great grandmother's German.
And the other side?
The other side, he looked just like me, he's black, but he went to war and he met her in Germany.
So he was an American black person who met her. Wow, that's a crazy story, man. That's a crazy story. So here is the thing, like, Germany was so strong and advanced in their military. Now let's put aside, their genocidal attempts toward minorities. It wasn't only the Jews. It was mostly, but it was also the gypsies and the gay people. They were like,
all that.
They were full on into like racial superiority, white supremacy and etc. They like almost brought it up. So I'm sure that they had their plans also for, black people and Asian people and etc. Germany have become so strong that if we would have not went to war, I'm saying we, the Western world, we would have been right now under Nazi Germany. The Statue of Liberty will be holding a swastika right now. And, so you cannot come and say that that war was not justified, because that war was good men grabbing arms and going to defend the world from bad men. Now, yes.
No, I'm saying the cause, like, the war should have never happened. There should have never been no genocide. There should have never been no shit like that. Of course.
But it happened.
Once that is president, the war, of course the war gotta happen. It gotta happen.
No, but I'm saying, it should have never happened. I agree with you. I wish there wasn't any wars, but it happened. It happened. And then comes like the same argument with what Israel is doing. That's where people are missing the point. When Israel was established as a country in 1948, they were offered a deal that, here, that's your part for the Jews, that's a part for the Arabs and the Muslims. The Jews actually agreed. I'm not Jew. I actually come from an Arab background, but I grew up there. My grandfather was alive when that happened. They agreed. And my grandfather shared with me that when the Jews agreed for the peace and the terms of sharing this land, the Arabs started sending a message to all the villages, including my grandfather, and came and said, guys, get out of here for 2 weeks. We're going to come. We're going to wipe them out completely. The Mufti of Palestine went and met with Hitler. There's literally evidence and recorded video and articles where he met with him. That's the religious Islamist sheikh, like leader, that was of the area of the Israel, that area over here. He went and he met with Hitler, and they discussed how can they help in the role of annihilating the Jews who are running away to Israel. So they came to the Nazis and said, we know that you're killing the Jews. We admire you for that. We're going to help you in Israel. So what happened is, when the establishment of Israel started, in the same day, basically, or a day later, the Arab nation came and tried to wipe them out and annihilate them. And my grandfather was one of the many Arabs that received the note, get out of here for 2 weeks, it's going to be a war zone, and then you can come back and you can take their houses, take their women, whatever's left you can take. Some Arabs refused. Some Arabs said, we're not going to do that. These are our neighbors. They're humans just like us, and we're going to stand and we're going to protect them. Many Arabs agreed. So when that war happened, Israel luckily, thank God, won that genocidal attempt that came on them and managed to create secured borders. And then some Arabs who ran away, all of a sudden start demanding to come back. And that's where the whole Palestine-Israel conflict starts. If you don't mind me just giving you a little bit of that history. Because from that moment, there were a lot of Arabs that came and said, hey, my house is there. And then the Jews came and said, no, F you. Your house was here, but you showed that you were willing to betray me and kill me and take my daughters. You're not welcome. Stay there. You ran away there. Stay there. And that's where this whole narrative of this is our land, started. And later on, the establishment of the Palestinian state started. But we have also recorded evidence that shows that the Arab League came and said, okay, listen, we tried to destroy Israel several times. We failed. Let's try to destroy them right now with the world view and perspective by creating the Palestinian state and playing the victimhood card and pushing Israel to the point that they will be demonizing by the world, and then the world will pressurize them. And that's where we are
Israel was
today.
already being demonized before this
Yeah, that's right.
because there are other conflicts, which I'm not going to get into the many conflicts. But I have a question: would you agree or disagree to say that the current state of the IDF is corrupt?
Is what?
Corrupt.
IDF? No, absolutely. The government might have corruption. I've been in the IDF. You don't know the IDF. IDF is a very non-political body. And the reason for that is, as someone who came from the army, the moment that the IDF will become political, it will become like the Arab armies around us, very corrupt and very easy to defeat. In Israel, you can't really play that role. I'll give you an example. You cannot get elected to be an officer on the special forces or fighter pilot because you're the son of or a friend of, like in many other countries. Because what happened is you can play that game when you are in Switzerland or in Canada or, in Arab countries. But in Israel, the moment that you do that, you literally put the wrong people in a wrong position, and they're going to cause the death of themselves and others. So the IDF as
why continue? So why you think they continue like doing these heinous things like killing children and whatnot?
All right. So you're saying that the IDF is killing children. Now,
I've seen it.
Have you seen the IDF deliberately killing children?
I've literally seen videos of children laid out, children, women, and men laid out by the hundreds. I've seen IDF soldiers off their own phone recording that shit, laughing about it.
Okay, so you've seen images of dead children. There's no argument that there is. There's no argument that there is dead children who died in the war in Gaza. Now, but you need to ask yourself the question, is the IDF trying to kill these children, or are they becoming casualties of war because they've been used as human shields?
If not, then why flaunt about it? Why make jokes of it?
I would tell you right now that 99% of Israelis will not joke about the killing of children. I know it as someone who grew up in Israel, and again, like I said, I'm not Jewish and I have a lot of Jewish friends. They will not joke. The same that I would say, I'll give you an example. When America went to Afghanistan or to Iraq, there was a video of American soldiers, who were humiliating Muslim prisoners. Remember that story in jail? They were like sitting on them.
Of course. These are the things of war.
They're terrible, right? We agree that this is terrible. Now, would you say that the majority of the American army agree or support that, or that the American government came and said, this is the way that we want to go? Or would you say these were rogue actors who were immorally wrong and influenced by bad decisions and came and did something very wrong?
Those soldiers were charged for their crimes.
So I'll give in Israel, they do the same. There was a soldier in Israel that went and destroyed a statue of Jesus in Lebanon. You know what happened to him? He was taken to jail, and the cameraman that held it was taken to jail. There was a story of a soldier named Elior Izraya. You can go and Google him, and that created a lot of controversy in Israel. Israel's not a perfect country, but they're still trying. He went, there was a terrorist that came and started stabbing and trying to kill people. He was neutralized by getting shot somewhere, but he was not dead. He was on the ground, the knife was away from him. And then this soldier came and decided, he just stabbed my friend, he shouldn't be alive, and went and shot him, killed him. He went to jail. So in Israel, there is a legal system that tries to uphold a humanitarian level of value. So the same thing right now when it comes to war, there's no direct order or any even recommendation for Israel to go and kill children, because if there was, there will be lots of children, way more dead. Now, when you're in war, and I've been to war, and you're fighting in an urban warfare, when the civilian population is forbidden to leave that area, which Hamas is forbidding them. Hamas is also hiding in the tunnels and coming out of houses and hospitals and kindergartens and shooting and coming back, but he's not allowing a single Gazan to go into these bunkers and tunnels. That's a good question. If you have built these bunkers and you are claiming that there's a country trying to genocide your children, why are you not letting the children go and hide in the bunkers? You've built more than 600 miles, bigger than the UK metro system, of underground bunkers. Ran away. They hear logic and they run away.
You look Jewish.
You look like you're about to rob a bank.
What's funny?
Nothing, man. What about you? You seem like you're having a rough day.
Yeah, kind of am. Not gonna lie.
You gotta work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope your day is gonna be better. The Emirates.
Are you like blind or something? Do you need better glasses?
Let's see how that goes. See what I mean? They're being taught from such a young age. Unbelievable.
What have they been taught?
Every time when I'm doing this and I come across Muslims or Arabs from Arab countries and they see the flag behind me, they either start spitting and cursing or doing the Nazi salutes. And
So I won't start doing any Nazi salutes or anything like that because I don't believe in that. But I will question, why do you believe in that flag behind you?
all right, that's fair enough. What's the question you have?
My question was, why do you believe in the flag behind you?
Because I grew up and I lived there, and I'm a non-Jew, actually, an Arab minority who grew up in Israel, and I see what are they doing to my relatives in Muslim countries around us, and I can tell you for a fact that Israel is the best, most humane freedom democracy in the Middle East, just because I live there.
So I could see you living there, seeing it as the best,
Mhm.
state that you could live in. However, what about it is the best?
So I'll give you an example. What about is the best? My sister and my mother is a religious, Arab woman. She lives in a Jewish city. She walks in the streets freely. People help her with groceries. She votes. She have every single right and equal rights like any
In
Jew
Israel,
or Christian.
right?
In Israel, yeah. So show me a Middle Eastern country that gives that kind of rights to other minorities and religions that are not like them in the Middle East. And in America, they do that. In Europe, they do that. Is Israel perfect? Is America perfect? Is Europe perfect? No. But you don't have that in Syria. You don't have that in Lebanon. You don't have them in Egypt. You don't have them, in the
Right.
West Bank, in Gaza. So that's
Sure.
what I mean. It is a good country. It's not a perfect country, but it's a good country.
Right. So my question is, at the end of the day, is Israel not wrong in what they're doing with Palestine?
What do you think they're doing wrong? We can. It can go a lot of ways. So give me an example, and we can
Well,
discuss it.
Historically, and I mean, this has been what, hundreds of years that this has been going on. That Palestine has claimed that their land is theirs, and
That's historically wrong.
Palestine.
That's assumption right there.
No. I'm so sorry. You can say that. However, if you look back factually, it will prove you wrong.
When
you
was the state of
actually-
Palestine created?
Look into it yourself. and
I'm
will prove
asking you
yourself
right now.
wrong.
When was the state of Palestine created?
Let me look into it.
Google. No problem. Here, we'll do it together at the same time to have.
Yeah, exactly. When was Palestine so 1988, the National Council was Palestine as a geographic regional dates back to 2nd century CE when Roman.
No, but answer the first
authorities-
question. The state of we can go about that as well. When was the state of Palestine created?
According to this,
88.
2nd century CE.
No, 88. The state of Palestine created. Now you're talking about the name Palestinia, Philistine. Do you know where that name came from?
It actually came from a lot of shit. If you actually look into it,
Where I looked into it very well. Where did it came from?
So no. You looked under Google and you saw the AI.
No, I actually
thing, and I
lived
know
there, man.
exactly
I
what
actually
you're
lived there. You look into Google. Where did the name Philistine came from? I've seen the archaeology. I've literally studied it. I walked the land of Israel and I've studied it, and I've even picked up the coins from these times. So I think I know what I'm talking about.
It referred to the land of the Philistines, an
Yep.
Asian people who settled on the southern Mediterranean coast in the 12th century BCE.
Yes. And who
So
were
they
these
settled that
Philistines?
land.
Yeah, and who were these Philistines? Now, please stay with me here, even if it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know what, because we're talking about history.
Right.
Who
so go ahead.
were
go
the
ahead.
Philistines?
Let me
I
look
can
it
give you
up,
the answer,
just-
but you can also go ahead
Yeah,
and see what yourself.
I'm just gonna. I would rather have an educated belief.
No, of course, man.
Um,
I respect that.
The Philistines were an ancient seafaring people who inhabited the southern coast of Canaan, known as Philistia, during the Iron Age from the 12th century BCE, like it said earlier, during the political collapse in 604 BCE, famous as the biblical rivals of the Israelites.
Yeah. Now keep going, keep going. We're talking right now. Where are they coming from?
They
First of all,
originated
we
from the
can
Acheron
establish
region.
one fact here. They came way before the Muslims.
So did the Israelites originate from there?
From the Philistines? No. The Israel were before them.
So why
There was
did
a
the
rivalry
Israelites
between the
that-
Canaanites and the Philistines and many others, the Moabites and many others that were before Islam even created. The Philistines came from Crete. They were a nation of sailors that came into the area of what was called back then, by the way, Israel. It was not called Palestine. And when the Romans
right.
later
so
on,
they obviously argued with the Hebrews. You know,
but
that's a common
but they're
thing. I
not
can see that
related.
here,
They're not related at all.
upon what I'm saying.
They're not, yeah, good. Now, they're not related at all to Islam or to the Muslims that you're seeing today. And the reason for that, because they came way before them and they died before Islam came. Now, it's important to understand that the name of the land, Philistine, which later on was translated to Palestine, was given by
Right.
the Romans as a punishment to the Jews after Jesus, you know, when there was a rebellion, the Bar Kokhba, and etc.
If you agree that that's fact.
There's literally historical, archaeological evidence that show that.
Debatable.
Huh?
Debatable.
Why are you saying they're debatable? They're coming from numerous sources. They're coming from Greeks, from Roman sources. They're coming from European sources, from Jewish sources, from live eyewitnesses from the land, from the Roman centurions who wrote their diaries, all the way to Jewish scholars who were taken to exile and shared it. So,
Debatable.
well, with that, you can come and say that everything is debatable about history. But right now, we're talking about what we know.
It is.
Okay, well, you can debate that or not. But as far as we know, is the name Philistine was given as a punishment when they exiled the Jews. They said, you know what? You rebelled against us, the Roman Empire. We're going to punish you right now. No more Israel. It's called Philistine. Years, hundreds of years later, the Muslims in Arabia became a war gang, and they went and started conquering areas, Persia, fighting against the Christians, and at some point they even conquered Israel. And then they came and they said, this is our land as well. Now, fast forward that many, many years later, the Arabs who were living in the land of Israel, which had one of the names for it, Philistine, Zion, and many other names.
Part of it.
Part of it, what do you mean?
They weren't living in the entire land that is claimed now.
Yeah, of course not in all of it. They were living in several parts of it. There were Jews also living there.
So why? My point is, why do they now need to claim this land when they already have their own land and they are happy in the land that they have?
Who?
And they have fucking Israel.
They're not they're living in that land in Israel right now. Israel, well, you're talking
Yes.
about Philistine and Israel, that was just different names. They're living there.
Yeah, so
It's
why
the
do
only
they need
Jewish
to
state
take
that there is in the
land?
world.
Why do they need to take the land that Palestine has?
They didn't take the land that Palestine had.
but they're
Palestine
doing
took the
that
land that
in-
they
in-
had.
If Palestine has not taken any land, that is complete bullshit. If you look on anything right now, Palestine has not taken any land further on Israel.
Palestine
Palestine
is
is not
actively
made any
Palestine is
further ground.
actively no,
Nope,
it's
nope,
even in
no,
their
no,
charter.
No,
It's even in the charter. Saying no to something that is actually not true, it doesn't mean it's true. It's in their charter. They're trying to take the land. They refuse a
They're
two-state
trying to
solution.
take the land that is being taken from them.
How was it taken from them if the land never belonged to them?
Gaza, for example.
Gaza didn't belong to them. Gaza belonged to
It didn't belong
the
to them.
Jews. They were there before, way before. Yeah.
And you're saying that Palestine is not.
No, I'll
Jewish.
tell you history again. Any country that is under Muslim occupation outside of Saudi Arabia, that is history again, was conquered by Muslims, taken by force, and they genocided the population. Jordan, was Christian. Syria was Christian. Lebanon is still half Christian. Israel was Jewish. Egypt was Christian. So all these countries were actually non-Muslims. Islam grew up in Saudi Arabia and expanded and took it by force. So what do you mean it's theirs? It was never theirs.
Why was it never theirs?
Because Islam didn't start there. Islam started in Saudi Arabia.
So because Islam didn't start there, the land doesn't belong to the people who were there.
The people who were there that came later on were part of the Arab conquest.
No, they were there long before what you're talking about.
No, the people who were there long before were the Jews and the Christians.
So you're saying that because they're not they were there, they're not Jewish?
With that logic, you can come and claim that Spain belonged to the Muslims. Is that correct?
It could be. I don't give a fuck about religion.
Well, it doesn't matter if you give an F about it. We're talking history. Does Spain belong to the Muslims? History can be annoying, right?
Why would Spain belong to the Muslims?
Because the Muslims
Explain.
conquered Spain as well, just like they conquered Israel, and they were kicked out
And
by
then
brave
did Spain
Christians.
not take it back? Did Spain not
Spain
take
took
it
it back. They kicked them out. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's what the Jews did the same. They kicked the Muslims out that came to conquer and destroy them, and they took back their land.
So in today's history,
Mhm.
is Palestine trying to kick Israel out?
Yes, 100%.
How so?
October 7th, that's what they tried. In their charter, they keep saying that. They did
So-
polls.
so-
They-
so- so-
wait,
no, no,
they
no,
did.
no,
They did actually university studies and polls. 80 to
Okay, go
90% of the Palestinians claim that they want to go and genocide the Jews and take their land.
That's bullshit and factually incorrect.
Why is that bullshit?
That's not what they
Everything
said.
you said right now, factually incorrect, was correct. So why should I trust you on that?
Go back on exactly what you just said. So,
What?
hold on,
That the Palestinians... Have
You
you read
just
the
said-
Hamas charter?
The Hamas charter does not speak for every
It speaks for
Palestinian.
Gazans. Gazans elected Hamas. At least 80% of them agree with that. Have you went
that
to
is not
Palestine and
true.
spoke to Palestinians? I've been to Palestine. Have you been to Palestine?
I don't need to be.
Of course
I
you
don't
don't need.
have to go to
You choose to
Palestine.
cherry pick history. I've been to Palestine. I spoke to Palestinians. I met with their imams. I met with their sheikhs. I met with their street people,
You
with their
speak with a
grocery. And
poor
I've heard what
minority.
they're saying, and I've seen their government, which was offered, by the way, again and again, two-state solution. They refused. They said, no, from the river to the sea. They keep saying that again. From the river to the sea, meaning we're going to wipe out everything from the river to the sea, and we're going to make it a Muslim Khalifa nation.
So once again, you are speaking to a minority. You are not speaking to the majority of Palestine. You are speaking.
No, that's the majority of
To the-
Palestine, man.
Nope, that is absolutely
What is the
not.
majority of Palestine? Define what's the majority of Palestine before we go.
As I've said, the majority of Palestine. You cannot.
Who are they?
speak
Who are the majority of
for
Palestine?
The people in Palestine. What the fuck do
And
you
I
mean?
just described to you what the people in Palestine are saying, from their government
You
all the way to
speak-
their vendors
you
in the
speak
market.
what you've heard, which is not
No,
true.
I've been there. I speak Arabic. تحكي عربي? You don't speak Arabic. I speak Arabic. I grew up in the land. I grew up in the culture. I know way better than you, man. And I'm telling you what I've seen and heard and studied and
Because
listened
you
and
know,
lived.
again,
You are
what
sitting
you
taking
know.
your information from
What you
TikTok.
know.
This is
I don't take
embarrassing.
my information.
I'm
from
wasting my
TikTok. I
time
take
talking
my
to you, man.
Information from actual fucking resources. I
Yeah,
take
what
my
are your
information-
actual F resources? Please share with me so I can go and study from them.
Tell me yours.
Geography, archaeology.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean
Those are
exactly?
the
That's exactly how history is taken.
I can
Geography,
say the same
archaeology, history, living it, reading it, language, culture. I grew up in Arab
So I can
culture.
say
I
the
speak the
same
language.
thing.
I've
Now,
been there.
my
I've
experience is
walked
from people that
Palestine.
I've talked to.
No.
who
I've
have-
walked.
have come from
Listen for a
Palestine.
second. I've
Who
walked
have come
Jordan.
to
I've
America
walked
from
Palestine. I've walked. I'm talking like walked all of it. I've walked Palestine, walked Jordan, walked Israel by foot. I lived there. I ate the food, spoke to the people, breathed the
Yeah,
air,
you survived
studied
because
there.
you're
I
Israeli.
went to their schools. I studied with their kids, with their adults. Like the level of knowledge that I'm trying to bring you here.
Right. And so then once you see their children,
What I'm
being
seeing
used
is a guy there that
fucking
takes his
bomb.
information from TikTok.
by Israelis who think that bombing them is okay and bombing hospitals is okay.
No, he's not
You really agree
trying
with
to
that?
bomb them and bomb hospitals. They're bombing Hamas, who is using hospitals as military bases. That's actually
Oh,
approved.
you really think that Hamas is using fucking hospitals
Yeah,
as bases?
yeah, I've seen with my own eyes.
And you have proof of that.
Yeah, I was in the special forces. I've seen with my own eyes.
You have proof that you were in special forces?
How am I going to prove to you that I was in special forces?
I mean, I have proof that I've been in the Navy.
Well, I was in special forces, yeah.
Proof?
Well, how do you want me to prove it to you? Do you want me to do a backflip here and show you how I pull up a gun? Like, how should I prove that to you?
It's pretty easy to prove when you're in the Navy you have a uniform.
I'm living in Germany. I don't have the uniform here.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to because you're fucking lying.
Oh, it doesn't matter what you think. I was in Special Forces. I was an officer in the Army. I was 9 years in a hostage rescue unit. I don't need to prove it. I trained with the Delta Force and with other units. Probably a little bit more qualified than you, man. Definitely more.
A Navy SEAL.
You're not Navy SEAL, man. Unless Navy SEALs in America have very low criteria. I've trained with the Navy SEAls. Prove it to me that you're Navy SEAls.
You have not. You've never fucking trained with the Navy SEAL.
How do you know? They don't come to Israel sometimes?
They definitely do, but you've never trained with them.
Well, why do you say so? They come actually and they do counterterrorism training with us.
With you.
With Israel, yes. And I was an officer and I was there. We were in the
With
same
you.
base. Yeah, with Delta Force and Navy SEAls.
So what proof do you have?
Give me a proof that you were the Navy SEAls. Let's see that.
No, I'm not fucking putting myself up on that.
All right.
I could, but I'm not fucking putting myself
Listen,
up on
man,
that.
I
don't
couldn't
want you to
care
steal
less
my
where you
shit.
were in the Army. I don't need to prove myself to you. You should, that's my recommendation in a friendly way. Try maybe to come and visit Israel, I would suggest, and then go visit Palestine and then have an opinion of your own.
So I genuinely just want to have a conversation.
All right,
Because,
go ahead.
Yes, I have been in the Navy SEALs. I'm in the Navy at the moment. I'm not deployed at the moment, you know, but I still want to have a conversation. I still want to talk, and I
Go
want
ahead.
to see why you feel the way that you do and why you feel justified in the things that you do. Because to me, I have seen, you know, October 7th. I've seen all of this where to me it seems like Palestine counterattacked, you know, and it's not Palestine as a whole. It is Hamas, which is not Palestine.
Hamas
You
was elected
cannot
and was the
say-
government of Gaza.
That's not true. That's not true.
Hamas was democratically elected, man, in Gaza. What do you mean it's not true?
That-
Google it. Hamas was
simple
elected
Google
in
search.
Gaza, and then they went and they
Was-
hanged and killed the opposition. And since
was-
then,
Hamas elected.
we'll do it at the same time.
In Hamas ran a protest.
January
blah, blah, blah.
2006. They took 74 out of 132 parliamentary seats. Hamas was 44 about the party list, and then they later on went and started eliminating the opposition. You need to stop saying that's not true, about things you don't understand.
Sure. I will 100% accept that I was wrong about this
Appreciate
specific case.
No worries. Not
I'm
holding it
not
against
gonna
you.
deny it. I'm not going to deny it.
Not holding it
However-
against you. It happens to everyone.
However, putting a parliament case to the people of the state is wrong. Specifically in America, for example, as far as I know, like 80% of the people I talk to do not like Trump.
All right.
You know what I mean? Everyone here who I have spoken to,
Do you like
hates
him?
it. I hate him.
All right.
And that's how everybody that I've talked to feels, you know?
Okay.
That doesn't speak for our Congress who votes for him and votes for everything that he stands for, right? So, same speaking here. Yes, Palestine's Congress or the council might have voted for Hamas. That doesn't speak for the people, and that doesn't
No, the
mean-
government in Gaza doesn't work like the government of you guys. It was election, and majority of the Gazans elected Hamas. And another, have you studied statistics, by the way? Do you know a little bit about statistics or
I know
psychology?
a little bit of course.
All right. So in statistics, when you want to take a sampling, let's say, of society, and you want to have a true, accurate kind of understanding, they have one of the tools. It's called, you pick 30 random groups of at least 30 people. You come to America right now and you pick 30 people randomly from all over the country and you make it in 30 different groups, different ages and etc. And then you can have a little bit of a more accurate kind of feel of what that country, without sampling 400 million people. You will get a little bit better kind of understanding of maybe how Americans are thinking towards something. Tell me when you Google that or ChatGPT that and we can continue.
I don't use ChatGPT. I don't like AI.
All right, fair enough.
But I do see where you're coming from.
Yeah, so
I
it
do
makes
see
sense,
where you're
right?
coming from.
Like a scientist
Right.
doesn't need to come right now and speak to every American or every Gazan. In
Right.
October 7, we were by accident given a very important statistic tool about what's happening in Gaza. And that is there were more than 30 different locations in Gaza with way more than 30, sometimes up to 300 and 500 people celebrating in the street the massacres that happened while they were watching it on their phones. So they were watching the massacre, and they were celebrating and giving baklawas. And often when the bodies were dragged through the streets, they were spitting at them, naked bodies of females, they were hitting them, trying to behead them, and etc. So we've received a rare glimpse, academic statistic glimpse into the mentality of the Gazans of how they celebrated October 7th. So to come and say that October 7th doesn't represent the Gazans is just not true and is not supported by the evidence that we have today. And why is that? Because they were so freaking stupid to actually live stream themselves doing that and to call their families back home and celebrate what they did. Some of them called and said, Mom, listen, I've just killed 10 Jewish people. I've killed the woman, killed the father. I have blood on my hand. And the mom was starting to cheer Allahu Akbar and then moved the phone to his uncle and to his father, and they were all proud of him. And that was done across all of Gaza in different locations at the same time, which gives us a very rare statistic tool of the celebration, which, by the way, they did the same thing on 9/11. They celebrated 9/11 and gave baklawas in the streets.
I could say the exact same for Americans going to fight in say fucking literally any war we fought.
Mm-hmm.
Any war we fought, we have celebrated, you know, even if we're right or wrong. Say in fucking
the war in Iraq.
Iraq, yeah, that's a great example. We
if you were in the Navy SEALs, were you deployed any time in these places?
Not for those times. I'm newly deployed. I have not been in any war. However, for that,
why were you kicked out of the Navy SEALs, if you don't mind me asking?
I wasn't kicked out. I'm still in it.
So you're still in it?
I'm just not on employment right now.
So you're in the Navy SEALs and you're sitting and you mingle and talking about it, and while you're still in active duty as a Navy SEAL?
I just told you I'm in not active deployment.
Yeah, but you're part of the Navy SEALs.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, I'm live streaming this, so the world is watching you right now. Do you have anything to say about that? Doesn't that sound like when I was in active duty in the Special Forces, you will not see my face, man.
I'm not telling you my name. I'm not telling you anything about myself.
All right. That sounds weird. I don't know. Just sounds weird.
It sounds
maybe
weird
I'm
to
wrong.
you. It sounds weird to you. You can think that.
All right,
However,
fair
do you not think that there was any reason that Palestine could have acted on Israel?
We know the reason. They wanted to genocide the Israelis. They have even a charter that they mentioned that.
So you don't think there's any Israelis in Hamas or in
Israelis
Palestine?
in Hamas? I was in Gaza. Trust me, there's no Israelis in Hamas unless they're captive or being tortured in dungeons. Do you think there were Israelis in Hamas on October 7th?
I mean, to me, from what I've researched, is that the reason Hamas built up, which I don't agree with their actions, but they were built up over years and years of oppression and being fucking harassed by Israelis. Were they not?
Sorry, say that again. They were what? Sorry, I missed the last part.
The whole reason they were attacking was built up on harass and fucking, you know, just a group of hate.
That's what they want you to. That's what they want you to believe. But actually, what happened is that Israel left Gaza, gave them Gaza, and told them live in peace. Gave them all the houses, greenhouses, everything, like literally.
Right,
told them listen.
Right. No, yes.
And they agreed. And
so
Israel was not.
attacked.
Israel was out, and they kept trying to murder Israelis and the Jews. And then one day they jumped over the fence. That, by the way, free Palestine, October 7 exactly means what happened in Palestine is free. They jump over the fence and they try to kill. You need to be, that's what I'm saying is if you ever travel, I won't recommend it, but it will give you, because especially since you don't speak fluent Arabic and you don't look like an Arab, you'll be spotted very fast and it might put you in a harm's way. But if you ever get to
You might
go,
not believe me, but I'm Jewish.
I do believe there's a lot of Jews in America that think that way, and that's fair enough. That's literally the beauty of democracy. But my point is, if you're Jewish, that will make things way worse for you. If you go to the Middle East and go to Israel for a while, and then go to Palestine for a while, and then go to like West Bank, Gaza, if you can, and Syria, you will have a whole different perspective. That's what I'm trying to say. You'll have a whole different perspective. And I want to ask you a question. So you're saying that you're a Jew, right?
Right. I am Jewish. My family is Jewish.
And are you a practicing Jew? Like, do you...
I am not a practicing Jew. However, my family is Jewish.
And you don't... how did you feel about the rise of anti-Semitism that are happening right now all around the world? Does it bother you?
I don't support it. I don't like it. However, I still am not going to put my hate on people who don't deserve it.
So the people who hate the Jews and want to annihilate the Jews, they don't deserve your... I'm not saying hate them.
That's
but
not what I said.
So who are the people who don't deserve it? Palestinians hate Israelis, man. They hate the Jews.
That's not what they're saying.
That's exactly what they're saying.
No, that is a miscommunication.
I've been there. What do you mean, miss? Like, I've been there. I've seen it. I'm telling you, I'm not Jew. I'm an Arab, man. I've been there, and I've heard it with my mother tongue. Huh?
What sect of Arab
I'm a
are you?
Druze. I'm a Druze. We are persecuted and been killed under Islamic occupation for the last 1,000 years, like many others. And we know inside we had to actually, a lot of times, in order to survive, just like your ancestors, the Jews, we had to hide our identity often and to pretend to be one of them just so we can survive. There's a lot of Jews right now walking around the world that have Muslim Arab family names. What do you think? Bueno de Muscat, the good mosque. I know several good Jewish friends, Ashkenazi, from Europe, that have this family name. Why do they have such a family name? And I asked her and said, but we had to hide our identity as Jews because we're living under Islamic occupation in Spain.
Mean anything.
No, but that's just giving you a little bit of explanation why the Druze had to hide their identity as well. So my point is, I grew up in the Middle East. I grew up among Muslims. I speak the language. I studied their religion. I've walked the land of Israel, and I've been to Palestine. And all I've heard is hatred toward the Jews, which, by the way, is not what you hear in Israel. If you go to Tel Aviv, most Tel Avivis, even after October 7, will not tell you we hate the Palestinians. They just tell you just don't want them to massacre us.
That's not what I've seen or heard myself.
Because you're probably seeing things that the algorithm want to show you, man. And that's a danger.
You can think that.
Well, I'm also seeing that.
Well, you're seeing that
one of us right now. Every one of us right now. We need to, me and you.
What you need to understand is bias.
That's what I'm about to say.
Me
and you need to swim out of the pool of algorithm to actually see what is happening.
So that's the thing is I have been beyond that.
All right.
And I have seen the pool of algorithm.
But
I
you are showing a big lack of history understanding.
Am I?
What I know about Palestine does not come from algorithm. You does. I actually live there. I come from first-hand witnesses.
You living there does not necessarily mean you understand the full history of Palestine.
It probably means I understand better than a guy sitting in America with headphones and a guitar behind his back who've never been to Palestine. Fair enough.
I mean, genuinely, you being there does not necessarily.
That's like me telling you that I know your city and your culture better than you, even though you go to the supermarket in that city and culture.
It's the same shit.
It's not the same. I've never been to America and your city, which I've been many times.
You've never been there 20 years ago.
I've been, yeah. I'm over 40 years old, man. I've been there for a very long time.
That does not mean that you can understand exactly everything that the Palestinians have been through. You cannot speak for them if you are not them. You're speaking for people that you are not.
Listen, man, I recommend try to focus on what the Jews have been through, maybe, and just kind of understand what's going on, because anti-Semitism is coming for you as a Jew. I know.
I'm Jewish. I know what the Jews have been through.
Well, it doesn't sound like it, man. I've met a lot of weird Jews, and you're probably one of them. Have a great day, man. Enjoy. What a dimwit. Right, guys? Yeah, that was a waste of time.
Israelian, what's up, man?
Good, what's up, man?
Free Palestine!
From Hamas.
Hamas!
From your religion. Yeah. Let me guess, you're a Muslim who support Palestine. Not worth our time. Of course you'll say that, guys. Why do you like Hitler?
Well, he's a fucking brilliant young man.
I know.
Yeah, why do you think so?
He helped my country. Yeah. Oh,
What
Israel.
is
flag.
your country? Australia?
That's not controversial. Huh?
How did he help your country?
United Kingdom and shit. Wait, they conquered us, so might as well. Wait, why do you got Israel on the back?
Because I think Israel is a great country, yeah. And I don't like
Yeah.
Hitler like you guys.
You don't like us.
I didn't say I don't like you. I just don't like people that like Hitler. If you're Nazi, you know, there's a computer game called, Nazi zombies and etc. There's a reason that everybody likes to hate Nazis, because you guys are terrible. Star Wars. I like your shirt. I can't hear you.
What's up, man?
Good. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. You look like you're on here for talk.
Yeah, I'm streaming, by the way, also. So just to let you know.
Okay, dope. I'm not streaming, but I do record for clips.
Yeah. It looks like you have a nice setup, man. I like the microphone.
It's home. Thanks, man. It's a homey setup.
Homie. All right. What kind
In
of
the
clip?
sense of like, I used that word incorrectly. It's home. Feels home based.
It does.
Yeah.
It does look homey. It does look cool and cozy. What are you clipping? Like, what kind of content are you trying to clip, or?
I don't try for any of it. I just see what happens, and then based due to my personality, I often get a lot of reactions. So
Yeah, same here. What kind of reactions or topics do you usually talk about?
Oh, I don't really start it. I just let someone spark it, and then we take it from there. So it's based on whether it's going to be a conversation or if someone's just looking for an avenue to call me the N-word. Those are generally my favorite ones, because those are the ones you don't want to mess with a professional, in the sense that I'm coming here looking at the situation. I'm not coming in with an intent. And I think that's what you do, because you're a grown man as well.
You think that I'm coming with an intent?
No.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, you just missed the last part, which we both don't come into any of these with intent.
I call it feeling the water. Like, I have a
Yes,
kid.
sir.
I have a kid, and I am a big advocate of Western civilization, Greek philosophy, Roman law, Judeo-Christian values, the world that we're living in, the West. I live in
Sure.
Germany, and I'm just worried about how the world is becoming and what kind of a world we're going to inherit our kids. So I call it feeling the water. I come here and boy,
Sure.
let's see.
I have a very similar analogy. I have a 3-year-old. I call it fresh meat, because I feel like I'm a shark. I'm going for fresh meat.
Yeah.
The best content is created by not looking for it, and you wait for me anyway, because I make my following and people off of shock comedy, if you will. However, as a father and human being, I don't like to rage bait people. I don't like to piss
Do
them
you
off. I
have
like
a-
to come
do
on
you
and
have,
have
like-
this.
What's your platform? Is it like Instagram or TikTok or?
So I just started posting them. My favorite platform is Facebook. I just started TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
TikTok is rough,
but
man.
It's all rough for me, to
It's
be honest,
sleazy.
because but that's where, once I figure it out, I'm gonna like it, because I'm dark with it. I'm an opposite. I'm dark with it when it comes to what I like in my content. I have a specific niche or flavor, if you will. Like, for example, one of my favorite things, one of my classic setups and jokes on here is I used to come on and I would ask, hey, does anyone need some advice? And I would say, I'm going to give you wrong advice. I'm really good at giving wrong advice, and I'll give them the exact wrong advice. And I got really good at it.
So
Really,
what kind of wrong advice will you give me, let's say, as a Israeli who wants to have one day peace in this region?
All right. What I would recommend, start a Facebook group, just a page. Call yourself the Jihad Israel, and pray to your own God. No Ali, no Jesus Christ. Let everybody know through your posts, you don't actually believe Jesus even lived. Make sure you tailor that to get to people in America. And on your Instagram, because you got to have an Instagram, that's where you're going to kind of show that you support Ali. So you're kind of like still incel Ali. I don't even know if you guys fuck with Ali, but just let's twist it up. And then the TikTok, dude, TikTok is where you're going to throw everybody off. You're just going to call everybody the N-word.
Do you call people the N-word in your show?
Never.
Never? Yeah, so that's bad advice. By the way, just 1 second.
I told you I'm good at it.
That's good, man. I just want to say thank you to some people that gave me super chats here. You know, I want to be kind and respectful to them. So thank you, Wonder.
course.
Much appreciated, man. That
Now,
was really kind.
can I give you some real advice while you look at that?
Yeah,
So
yeah, of
for
course, man.
somebody who wants one day of peace, I think you might be overcooked in anxiety from it, in the sense that how you seem at peace right now. So I do believe that you can have a day of peace if you stop thinking that everybody is after you. It's just the fucking dumb idiots on the internet. Because can I tell you the truth? I could give a fuck if you're Israeli, German, white, black, vagina, dick coming out of the vagina. I could give a fuck. I know me. I'm a white guy in America. It's supposed to be fucking easy, right? I don't have not every day is peaceful for me, but something that's you should consider is if you took your problems and took everybody in the room or everybody in the world, threw all the problems in the hat. You're gonna take yours, or you're gonna take somebody else's.
Yeah, I tell you what, like I agree with you about the fact that most Americans or even Westerners don't give an F about other countries. And it should be like that. Like, you know, you should be focused a little bit more about what's happening in your neighborhood, your house, your neighborhood, your city, and then maybe outside. Unfortunately, mainstream media and politics are trying to make us over-occupied with things that are happening far away from us and to polarize society. That's how it is.
Bingo.
Now, here is where I stand is that I call it like the bad actors are doing that full-time, all the time, trying to divert young Americans to care more about what's happening in Palestine rather than what's happening in their cities and their colleges. And you have people like being obsessed with that, or what's happening in Israel, and the same. Now, me and many others can just say, just ignore that. And that's what we were doing for the last 20 years. But all of a sudden, you have so many Western college students who are full on supporting Osama bin Laden, thinking Hitler was right, loving Palestine, hating Israel, hating America, loving communism.
That's because they have nothing to live for.
And supporting, Black Lives Matter, who is trying to destroy their country. Yeah.
The generation's confused, and you can't blame them.
No, but what happened is the bad actors are all on attacking them, while the good actors are focusing on raising their families and living their life.
Right.
And then you take your head out of the window and you see that everybody's becoming stupid, idiocracy around you.
Correct. But that's life, man. You were one of the ones who are taking care of their family and being normal. You can't let it change you.
No, I'm not. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, like I said, feel the water and come here and maybe have some productive conversations.
Yeah.
But by the way, just 1 second.
Sorry, this ain't the place to do your Batman shit, dude. I don't mean that rudely. Dude, I've been on this since I was 14. The only valuable purpose from this fucking thing is shock value content. Every once in a while, I'll get one of these. And I embrace every second of it because this is content that I love having. This is content I put together for myself and I don't share it.
Yeah, I love having this.
But end of the day, are you one of the ones who's going to get stupider, or are you going to just let them get stupider and just keep advancing above them? So
no, I'm going to try to give a counter to the non-stupid people out there that are actually maybe trying to understand what's happening, and by giving them a more accurate perspective. Now, you might call it like Don Quixote trying to fight windmills. You might call it, waste of time. I don't think it's a waste of time. I think it was a waste of time not doing that for so long.
Yeah, I'm sorry if it came off like if I said it. I don't think it's a waste of time. I feel bad for you in the sense that I would hate if I had such passion about something, and
yeah, you don't need to feel bad for me, man.
It's not that so
I'm
not
loving my
even not
life.
that.
I'm loving my
My
life. Have a
side
great
of
life.
it, my side of it is I relate to something here. So I love rap and hip hop. I'm a really good rapper, and so
Really?
to have such a passion for something that nobody is going to give you the time of day for. So, like, for example, you have a passion for trying to essentially change the views that have been perpetrated by a running media, and you can't win that game, but you don't stop. That's the X factor of something you're passionate about. Like, for me, I could never win becoming the best rapper, hip hop guy because of my environment, but I couldn't stop anyway. So I just always, I feel for people who have.
Do you think you can't win like because of also the color of your skin, like it's because you're white?
No,
or-
I can win now. No, that doesn't matter at all. That part actually makes it more fun for me now. But now I'm 31, so now I do it more as a hobby, not as something I wish I did as a. Anyway, wishes are fishes. But now I never look at it as the white black part. It's actually why I get embraced more within black communities than white communities. Not because I rap, to make that clear. It's not a stereotype. Having isolation from a community because of things that you're into is something that they relate to. So I have more black friends than I do white friends. And this is the interesting part about it. If you don't assume I'm just trying to culturally appropriate. I come from upstate New York, where there's maybe one black for every 6,000 to 7,000 white people. And my 3 friends are black. So it's very interesting. But me being white, it makes it even easier because I have nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, in general, I really like. Well, I don't like all the rap music, but there's a lot of them that I really
You
like.
like my shit. I tell you, I'm a storyteller with it. So when I freestyle, I'm sorry to cut you off. I just know you would like my shit.
Yeah.
Because
You want to share it?
Sure. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music. Again, it's just a hobby for me. I'll write it here.
Yeah, write it, man. I have, like I said,
So
I have my show here. I said it right that we're streaming, right? I said in the beginning. Sometimes I forget.
Yeah. You said
Yeah.
we're streaming.
So people
Wait,
can
but
go
if I
and check
get
it
to-
out.
If I get to promote something, I'd rather promote my content page. But
Do
here.
it, man. Do it, man. Why not?
My
People can go and
content
check you
page-
out and.
So Jubilee IV is my artist name. Jubilee is just something I've been
All right,
passionate
whoever
about
want to
since
go
I
and
was
check
a
this
kid.
guy out, guys, this is his artist name, Jubilee IV, and his Papa Penguin.
With 2 P's is where
Yeah.
I make my content.
This is your content. Sounds cool,
And
man. Do you
if
want to
anyone
show
can
us maybe
hear
a
me-
piece of what you're doing? Like, I don't.
I'd love to spit a verse before they check it out, because for anyone listening, it is mastered by Suno, if you know what that means. However, lyrics and recordings are done by me. So I would love to, yeah, dude, let me fucking hit one of my favorite songs. Give me a second. And then I'll let you go, my friend.
Appreciate it, man. That was a nice conversation as well.
Now back to the boom.
People are saying good luck. Dora! I'm going to tell you something. Man. I'm going to tell you something in a second. By the way, guys, look at this. I'm going to say something, guys. Something that just made my day. Can you guys see this? You can't see this, right? It looks like Dora just became part of my Patreon. Sorry, I have 2 cameras here. That's like a...
No, I'm interested.
Dora
What do you do?
Worldwide pledged $10 to your Patreon. Thank them with a personal message. I will thank you.
What do you?
I will
yo,
thank
can
you
I
right now,
ask
man. You're a legend. I don't know if that's you, Dora, here. Oh, so Suno is in AI music?
It can be as AI as you don't do anything, or it can be as little as all it does is the mastering, not AI music. So that's why I'd love to hit a verse for you, but I'm curious about. So I'm gonna rap one of my songs, and you'll hear it's me.
All right.
The problem with Suno is 99% of the people who use it just to make songs that totally sounds fake and generated. However, this Suno voice sounds exactly like my voice. I love that I'm gonna hit a verse first because it's one of those things. Again, being a white dude in upstate New York, wanting to rap, I was isolated. As soon as I produced this stuff using Suno, I got isolated again because people didn't think it was my lyrics and my cadences.
So maybe give it to us live. Give it to us live here or something.
I'm going to. Now I want to ask you about the streaming part. What do you do? I'm so curious. What do you do for streaming?
Oh, I'll share with you. I do it on YouTube. That's my main channel. And then I put clips on Instagram, Facebook, and once in a red moon, I'll put it on TikTok. But like I said, TikTok is sleazy.
It is, yeah. TikTok's where I thrive because I'm good at shock content.
Yeah,
But,
TikTok like Shock Time and like sleazy content. And I'm just saying the comments that I get on TikTok is like horrible. So I just don't bother too much. It's just a waste of time. But maybe I should get involved.
I like to dive in with the fucking crazies. Look, here we go. We'll hit it. Can you hear the song? Is the song too loud? All right.
I'm not hearing the song right now.
Oh, it's because I got your voice coming out of here. Hold on, buddy. I do this every time.
Do it on your phone, maybe.
Yeah. Good call, dude.
Do it on the phone, and then you can like wrap it.
Yeah.
See,
I would wrap it.
I'm a professional music producer. I'm telling you.
I'm not I'm learning.
I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. There's only a few things that was professional in my life. Music was not one of them.
You didn't have to tell me that. I don't mean to be.
Mask off, please.
Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm. Stop. I can't.
I'm gonna do my favorite.
They told me take a break.
I'm gonna wait till the verse comes in.
Came back with 8 new songs in my head. Tried to put the pen down, pencil jump off the desk like who you fooling? We got work to do yet. Stop rapping, I can't stop rapping. I can't stop rapping, I can't. Cause when I do, the ideas start a riot. Words banging on the walls, yelling, why are you quiet? Rhymes lined up outside, like they're waiting to get hired.
In the second I sit down, the whole room catches fire.
Stop rapping,
I can't. It's not because I'm stubborn, because it's who I am. Same way water finds a river, same way roots find land. Same way clocks keep ticking, same way fathers shake hands. This was never something chosen, this was always in the plans. Most make moves with the tools in their trousers. I make moves with the vision that's moving the crowd up. Crown with the microphone, glued to the outfit. Sound got a throne and I'm choosing to mount it. King of the hill, I'm arranging the landscape. They play the game, I'm creating the damn game. Came from the back where the cash wasn't stacking. Now I got time and that's actually dangerous. Built me a lane and expanded the roadway. Most want attention now, I want what the ghost makes. No more excuses to hide in the shadows. Everything handled now. All that is left is the throne tape. House in order. Every corner got a blueprint. Daughter good forever. That's the mission that I move with. Built a real home, not a building you can move in. Most chase money, I was chasing something bigger. Had to leave a voice behind after leaving the picture. Every decision had a vision hidden in it. Now the roots so deep, they can never be diminished. Most never get a chance to make a lane independent. Talent ain't enough, gotta stay consistent with it. Everybody got a dream, you committed to the distance when the boredom starts hitting. Thanks, dude.
Woo! Nice, man. Nice, man. I think my audience liked it, man. A lot of people are, putting some cool comments there. Cool, man. Hey, listen, I wish you all the best in your hobbies and in your music. It sounds like you're passionate about it.
That's just a hobby. But I'm passionate about this shit right here, dude, to be honest, the relations with people. But what's your name?
My name is Mansur. What's your name?
Mansur?
Yeah, Mansur.
My name's Alex, Alex, simple as it comes.
All right. Well, Alex, it was a pleasure meeting you, man. I wish you all the best in the journeys and battles to come online. And keep up rapping, man. It was fun.
Hopefully you get that day of peace tomorrow. Keep it easy.
Oh, amen to that, brother. God bless you, man. Bye.
Oh, dude, you look like... I think I know you.
Really?
You look famous as shit, kind of.
I don't know if I'm famous, but where do you know me from?
Definitely some political Instagram rants.
Yeah, then you probably know me. Yeah.
I've definitely seen the flag and the Minecraft creeper.
Oh, you noticed the Minecraft creeper? I like you now. I don't know you yet, but I'm already starting to like it.
Oh, you're gonna hate this next move I pull out.
Yeah, well, before that, that's my kid who did that. My
Oh,
kid,
dude, that's actually badass though.
my kid built a Minecraft creeper out of Lego.
No, I've definitely seen you on Instagram, 100%.
So what am I gonna hate?
Oh, dude, I was gonna say the N word, but I probably won't.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be offensive to a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean,
People are saying you might know me from Fauda. Probably not.
Oh, dude. I respect you too much as a person to do that, but you have a good day.
Oh man, appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Hey, God bless. That was cool. What are you guys playing? What game are you playing?
FIFA.
Oh, who's winning?
Both of us.
Haaland. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. Which team are you playing?
Huh?
Which team are you playing?
Qatar.
Really? I heard they had a good team. I heard they had a solid team.
يا اسطى الراجل ده ايه يا اسطى اقسم بالله.
All right, I won't bother you guys. Have fun.
Oh, why you got that flag in the back, bro?
Why do you like Hitler?
Because he got rid of the transgender research, because he got rid of the buying a mother and child for sex for like $5 because he burned all the books, because he made the country better. You know, all the games that y'all play where you clip the coins and shit, you know.
Which country did he make better?
Germany.
He kind of brought destruction in Germany. I don't know if he made it better, man. He made it.
Are you Jewish?
I'm living in Germany. I'm not Jewish. And
So why do you have the flag then?
Because I'm from Israel. I'm an Israeli.
Ah, so you were Jewish.
No, not all Israelis are Jews.
Oh, Zionist. My bad. Sorry, Zionist.
Yeah, I am definitely Zionist.
Okay, so you like kids and you like eating kids and you like raping kids.
No, that's what Nazis like you think, but that's why Nazi Germany was destroyed.
It's just proof. You know, the president of the United States is a Jew. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he Jewish?
I don't think Trump is Jewish.
Is he compromised by Israel? Are we compromised by Israel in the United States?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay. So the Jewish rabbis don't hold him on his arms and say, "This is the first Jewish president." He goes,
"Well, why is he selling F-35s to Turkey, and why is he going and taking a lot of money from Muslim countries, and why is he a friend of a former Al Qaeda terrorist?
Why is he taking $5 million from Israel, from AIPAC?"
Israel is a small drop in the water compared to what Muslim countries are giving you, dude. Know your shit.
That's propaganda, bro. That's all you Jewish people do.
And loving Hitler is not propaganda. Do you know that Nazi Germany was an enemy of America? Like probably one of the worst enemies America had?
Do you believe that 6 million Jews died?
I live here in Germany. I've seen the concentration camps. I've seen the records. Yes, absolutely.
Did you see the pools that they had, the tennis courts they had, the nurseries they had? Did you see any of that? No?
So what?
Oh, so that, you know, and just like Benjamin
Nazis cannot have pools. I've seen the concentration camp. Have you been out of America?
You know Bibi, right? Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah.
He said that Hitler didn't want to kill the Jews. He wanted to expel them. Correct?
Where are you basing your history, man, on?
Look it up right now. Bibi says.
Where are you basing your history about the Nazi Germany and the swimming pool?
Hitler did not want to kill the Jews.
So do you say that the Holocaust did not happen?
It's a fugazi. No, 271,000 max.
Where are you basing these numbers from?
The Red Ribbon.
What is the Red Ribbon?
It's a commercial news channel. You know, more propaganda probably, but look it up.
All right. Have a good
How do the
day,
numbers?
man.
The numbers don't even go to 6 million on their arms.
Have you ever been to Germany?
No.
Have you ever been to Israel?
I will. I would never go to Israel as a Christian.
Have you ever been outside of America?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Israel. I'm going to Israel actually next month. You know, I'm gonna go to Israel, and guess what? I'm gonna bring an AR with me. I'm gonna kill every Jew I can see.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Do you think you're gonna have luck in Israel?
No, man. But I know you people are pussies, and you don't know how to fight, and you're not very intelligent.
Oh, you're gonna scare. The Mossad is right now terrified. So you're gonna bring an AR and kill as many Israelis. Well, what's your combat plan? How are you gonna do that?
Ready? I take my clip. I put it in my gun.
All right. How are you gonna bring it to the airport, and how are you gonna pass the security in the airport? And
I'll just craft one when I get there, man. It's not hard.
Yeah, you played too much Minecraft, man. You played too much Minecraft. You think you're gonna craft an AR-47 and just go Minecraft your way?
I'll just go take it from the Mossad.
Yeah.
They're
wasting my time with you. You're burning IQ cells talking to an idiot like you.
Fuck is.
Of course you're gonna say that. Hello. Hey, what flag is that in the back?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Ah, cool, man.
Is that an Israel flag?
That is.
You're German?
No, I'm living in Germany. I'm an Israeli.
Oh. Stay safe out there.
Thanks, man. You too, man.
All right.
1, 2, 3, staring contest.
First one who blinked is gay.
You better start to blinking, boy.
Oh, I ain't blinking. I'm not gonna blink.
Come on.
Come on, man. It's okay to be gay. There's nothing wrong with that. I knew it. He's gay. Oh, wow. That was a bingo. Bunch of weirdos. My God. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my IQ talking to that dimwit. Yeah, exactly, guys.
Hey, you a bitch, bro, nigga. For real.
You're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, let's go.
Hi, Daddy. Stop it. He's
Parents should be more involved with what their children do on the internet. Are you digging a tunnel under a bank? Oh my God. Singapore.
Yeah, what's up?
Good, man. How was life in Singapore?
Appreciate it.
I can't hear.
Appreciate it.
Ah, likewise, man. How is life in Singapore? Is it good?
It's so great, man. So great.
It's a good country. I've been there.
It's a good country.
It reminds me as like German of Asia.
It's a Southeast Asia, I think.
No, I call it the Germany of Asia because it's like very organized. Things are working by the clock there.
Oh, okay.
The government is very like on top of things.
I think you are Germany, right?
Yeah, I'm
You're
in
German.
Germany. I'm not German, but I'm in Germany. I live here.
Oh, well, what is your nation?
Israel. What is your original nation? You don't
Oh
look
my
Singaporean
God.
to me.
Actually, I'm an India.
Ah, that's cool. And do you like life in Singapore?
It's so great, man.
That's cool. That's cool.
So great.
Well, I wish you a great day, man, and enjoy the food there. They have great food. I love it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You know, when I was in
See you.
Singapore, they used to call me something, Lepa King.
Oh yeah.
I was a Lepa King.
Lepa King.
You know
That's
Lepa
great,
King?
That's great.
I was the Lepa King, man. So enjoy, man,
Yeah,
and I
that's
wish you
great.
lots of Lepa Kings in your life.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, bye. Let's give it a 2-3 more try. Oh my goodness. 2-3 more tries. Someone who's sitting and just kind of smoking into the camera like, oh, this guy looks like a weirdo.
Oh, do you stream?
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Yeah, wait, yo, he's trying to get into streaming as well.
No, he's gonna show me his something. I know what he's gonna do.
Me?
I don't know. Your hands are down. Are you pulling something down? Are you gonna jump in the camera?
Nigga, I'm not gonna whip out my penis. You think I'm gay?
Okay. Well, I don't know. Whew.
Bro, what's up, man?
Good. How's it going, man?
It's going good, dude. Chilling, early in the morning, just talking on here.
Are you a
having good
streamer?
morning. Nah, I'm not actually.
Ah, it looks like you have a streamer set up there.
Shit, I could stream for real. I mean, look, I got a fucking got the shit for it, bro. I got the
Wow.
mic, got the camera, got the computer.
What are you, a gamer?
I mean, I play games, but I wouldn't say like I don't be on here all the time for playing games and shit. You know, I
So
live my life.
what do you do with such an impressive computer?
I mean, like shit like this, or yeah, I'll play games on it.
Cool, man. Which games?
You know what 5M is, like GTA?
Oh yeah, I've never played it,
Like-
but I've heard.
Yeah, it's pretty much like role play, GTA role play, or like I play Call of Duty, shooter games. Fucking,
GPA roleplay.
yeah, that's what 5M is. So it's pretty much you had to have the game Grand Theft Auto to play 5M. So it pretty much is two files that go together to make you so you could play it. Like, and there's like different servers and shit. So there's
So you create a character and you need to role play that character.
exactly, yep.
And are there any moderator that kind of check that you're properly role playing? And
Yep. There's so every server has like a rule system. They have like a anti-cheat system, so like cheaters can't get in there and just fucking ruin the experience for everybody. They have
yeah.
staff. I used to be a staff member in a city, so like I was like a moderator, so I would check around and make sure people were doing the right thing.
Wow.
So
I
like,
used to play roleplay games myself, so I love them. I played them. I played D&D for a long time
yeah,
of my
D&D,
life,
okay, hell yeah.
and I played in like Neverwinter Nights. It's
Mhm.
called. It's like
I've heard about that game.
it's like the OG of World of Warcraft and all the other games. It's more serious, and they have private servers like indie servers of roleplay,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones styles and others. It's slow paced, but it's like very rewarding, and so I appreciate good roleplay.
Yeah, me too. Because people who go on there and role play and they just go on there. Some people just go on there to fucking troll and not even.
Like,
Just
what kind of
ruin
a
the
character
experience.
would you role play? Let's say in that 5M, like I don't know, like a banker, a
Well-
bank robber, a police officer. Like, oh,
So in a couple of cities, I guess you could say I'm a gangbanger or whatever. But in another city, I'm like a fucking redneck dude or some shit. And then I actually am a police officer in another city.
really? So you
Yeah.
have like, are there people that are role playing also roles that are not like that polarizing and cool, like police officers and gangs? Like, are the people role playing the garbage man?
Yeah, you'll see it. It just depends on the city, because a lot of cities, by city I mean like server,
Yeah.
So different cities have like different like ways. Like, so some cities could be a serious role play, or some can just be like a kind of just standard. So it's not like that serious, but it's still serious
Let
in
me
a way.
let me ask you a question then. Can someone, let's say, go to one of the servers that will fit and role play Breaking Bad? Like, he will start as a chemist, like a chemist professor, and will meet up with a gang member and start like making methamine, and the police will come for him and the mafia, and he would like
Yep.
live. That would be
Yeah,
cool,
so-
man.
So some cities, they have the police. So the police team, they get notified, like obviously, because what if they didn't get notified of crime, they'd be fucking having to look for it, and that's kind of harder for them.
Yeah.
So they get like quote unquote calls about like, oh, there's a drug deal going on, or somebody stole a car, and then it'll drop a pin to where that location is, and yeah, they'll fucking show up and take your ass to jail. Unless you get away. I mean, shit. I don't know if you're getting away in a fucking RV though.
Yeah. In the desert, go in the desert. Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
cool, man. I mean, the thing is with these computer games is that I love them, but they take the role play ones, they take so much of your time.
Yeah, they do.
And when you become like
then
a father and a family member, it becomes hard to dive properly into enjoy it, because in role play, you probably know it. You don't go in and go out 10 minutes and enjoy. Unless you
Right.
have already a character that is established. Usually you need to like build it. Build your
Right,
reputation.
you gotta build it. You gotta get your money. You gotta, get a job or do shit to get money and
Get a reputation, exactly. So
your character recognized by other people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
because people will remember
I'm
you.
streaming this, by the way. Sorry, I should have said in the beginning. And people are saying here,
Oh, you're good, man.
some of the funniest content I've ever seen on YouTube is from GTA roleplay. Tora is saying that.
Yeah, dude.
I gotta check it out. I never knew that roleplay have a GTA server. That
Yeah,
GTA
you
have a
should
roleplay
definitely
server.
look into that, man. If you like role playing, I would look into it.
That sounds
Because
cool, man.
there's over 100+ servers that you could fit in, bro, and you know what I'm
That's
saying. You could
cool. Yeah.
try.
I've seen clips lately. I think the algorithm started showing it. I've seen a clip of Elder Scrolls roleplay servers.
Elder Scrolls, okay.
Yeah, apparently they also have some roleplay. Like there's a bard there that goes and play music to people in weddings and all kind of stuff.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Hey, what are you streaming on? I'll drop a follow, man, or something.
My man, much appreciated. I'm streaming on YouTube, but I also do game streamings now and then on Kick and Twitch.
Shit,
If
dude,
you want.
I'll tap in, bro.
Yeah, man. I'll send you my Kick and Twitch where I don't bother my YouTube guys because it's more like media and politics and not too much into gaming. But whoever wants, that was now we need to give you the kick. Oh, here. But whoever is into gaming and stuff, like when I'm playing with my friends, when I get time to play with my friends, I will usually stream it just for fun on Kick or Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I started trying some old school role playing servers a little bit.
Okay.
But it's a bit hard. Maybe one day I'll try the GTA one. That's cool.
You should. Hey, I would recommend it 100%, dude, for real.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Hey, I just dropped you a follow, man. I subscribed to you and all that shit,
My
man.
man, I like that. I like that. Hey, brother, what's your name?
My name's Ethan.
Ethan. My name is Mansoor. Keep role playing. You know, only nerds one day will conquer the world. We are the future of humanity. People who understand life and also understand nerding out and role playing and playing games and like, it's some of the best people that I ever met.
Yeah.
And I got to be in a lot of places in my life, you know, with people that are extremely not nerds and people that like computer games, people that like, so I definitely think it was one of the best parts of my life that I grew up liking computer games and playing with people like that. So
Yeah, man.
salute you, man. Keep it up.
Hell yeah, bro.
Keep it
Hey,
up,
you
man.
have a good one.
You
God
too,
bless,
man. You
all
too,
right?
Ethan. God bless you, man. Bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.
That was fun. That was fun. So,
Yes. Do you want to like?
Let me.
Hey.
nice.
What's up?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Are you in a
You
bus?
live in Germany after what they did to y'all?
I'm not Jewish myself, but yeah, Germany is a great country. They've changed a lot since what they did to Israel, to the Jews.
Why do you have a Israeli flag if you're not Jewish?
Because I'm from Israel. Not all Israelis are Jews.
What are you? Christian?
I'm a Druze. No, there is Christians and there is also other like Arab Levant minorities living there. There's Muslims, there's Druze, there's Cherkess, there's Alawites, there's Christians.
What did you say you were?
Druze. It's a very small secretive religion. Most people never heard of it.
I never heard of that. Druze?
Yeah. There's only like 1 million of us on planet Earth. Like a million and a
How do you
half.
say it? How do you spell it?
Druze. The internet doesn't do us a favor because there's not a lot of famous Druze people, so it just goes like to the old religious people kind of and just talk like basic stuff about the religion. But it's an interesting religion.
How much different is it from the Torah?
There is similarities because they do believe in that they're descendant of Jethro, which was a Midianite, the father-in-law of Moses from the times of, when they exited Egypt. But they had to keep their religion and identity in secret for many years out of persecution. But they have similarities to kind of, it's a monotheistic religion. They believe in one God. So there is some similarities. What about you? Are you Christian? Are you Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, CrossFit, vegan?
I was born Christian, but I'm not really religious like that. I don't think it's a true religion.
Fair enough. Do you believe in God or any religion, or are you just kind of?
Yeah, I believe there's a God. Yeah. Should I become Druze?
You can't, unfortunately.
I
know.
I'm not chosen?
No. They don't like. Many religions allow you to convert. Druze, there's no conversion. Like you're only born Druze. I'm not religious myself.
So-
I couldn't care which religion, who is what. But
Does
like,
your mom or dad have to be Jews?
no, you need to be born Druze. Yeah, you have to. You can't like join the religion.
Okay. Do you I think Israel is committing a genocide.
Well, you're
Do
wrong
you think that?
Yeah.
Why am I wrong?
because they're not. It's that simple.
They're not. Okay. So the settlers and stuff, that stuff's fake.
They're not committing genocide. You have settlers tension that happen often between Palestinians and settlers both ways. Sometimes, you know, there's people in the wrong in both sides. Sometimes there's people on the right, but it's not even close to remote to a genocide. You know the definition of a genocide?
No. What's the definition?
So to make it
Didn't
very...
the UN say it was genocide though?
Come again?
Didn't the UN say it was a genocide?
Do you know how the UN works? The UN is basically like a big prison cells that let the prisoners make rules. A lot of the members of the UN are radical dictatorship Muslim countries. And obviously, they're going to ignore a genocide that's happening in Sudan or in Muslim countries like in Yemen or in Syria or in Palestine, and they're by the Palestinians, and they will focus on Israel because they hate the Jews and they hate the Christians. So UN is not a reliable source for information if you want to go. For example, when Sudan was committing a genocide, official genocide in Sudan, the UN elected the Sudanese government to inspect the genocidal act of Sudan, and they came out and said, oh, there's no genocide. They were the Human Rights Council. So, like, they wanted to put Iran in the Human Rights Council. So the UN is a joke. It's like people don't know enough about it, so they often think that, yeah, UN said. But UN is literally like taking a big prison and giving the prisoners voting system and then saying, but that's what everybody said.
Okay. So no genocide.
To have a genocide, you need to have the intent and the capabilities and the actions. So you need to have someone that want to come and erase an ethnicity, that have the capabilities to do it, and the actions to do it. So he's going around with tanks and bombs and actually going killing. The population in Gaza and Palestine is actually growing, and as a matter of fact, every year, thousands of Palestinians are coming into Israel for medical treatment, and most of them, if not wrong, 70 to 80% of them are pregnant women, which Israel is helping them with pregnant complications. So Israel, if anything, is helping Palestine grow in numbers while trying to fight the terrorists. Now, unfortunately, the terrorists are cowards and they're hiding under the ground and keeping their women and children above them and shooting from their houses, from the hospitals, from kindergartens, and using them as human shields. How do I know that? Because I was an officer and I literally served there, and I've seen it. So then you have casualties which are manipulating the media. Manipulating the media and making you think it's a genocide because there's an intention here. They want you to feel sad about it because it's very hard to see images of children and women, you know, dead. And then they will come and frame it as genocide. Meanwhile, they were the ones who tried to commit a genocide over and over again by the river to the sea, this whole thing, in October 7. So that is like, you know, in a nutshell.
So like Ben Gvir, you like that guy?
No, I don't like him that much.
You think he's too far?
I think he is doing way more damage than help.
So like that guy Ben Gvir, you can't convince me he's not a terrorist.
No, he's not a terrorist. He's well, I'll tell you what, Ben Gvir was investigated by the Israeli branch in the Shabak for illegal criminal activity, borderline Jewish terrorism in the past. He was found not guilty of act of terrorism. That's why he's not in jail. For example, Yigal Amir was found guilty.
Just like how the Sudanese investigated themselves and they were like, oh, it's not a genocide.
No. There's actually a very legal system. It's even better than the US system, man, where we have prime ministers who are in jail. We have presidents who are in jail for different stuff. You guys barely have that. So even after the Epstein file. So, I mean, come on, man. So our legal system is working.
Epstein was a Mossad agent, no?
No, why was he a Mossad agent?
Just looks like that.
Yeah, well, he was also a Russian agent, and he was also a Saudi Arabian agent. He was also a South African agent. He was also a UK agent. Epstein was involved with every shady thing around the world.
Yeah, but...
And it's an American thing, by the way. It's, you know who was not on the Epstein list? Ben Gvir and Bibi Netanyahu, just saying. So, just saying. I'm not saying that they're like, you know, perfect role models for how you be.
I think there's another list for that.
That's like, but just saying. So trying to frame Epstein on Israel is just kind of it's not a very intelligent thing. He was an American problem. Americans need to deal with that problem.
Yeah, but he was definitely Mossad agent, and Mossad is definitely a problem.
Why? Why do you think he was Mossad have helped America more than you can imagine. But anyway, why is Mossad a problem?
I don't think that. I think we waste a lot of money in Israel.
Where do you get your information, like, to know? Because you have strong opinions.
Eschatology, I read a lot of old history. I feel like Israel's forcing God's hand.
How do you read old history? Like what, newspapers or like books?
Yeah, different books, things like that, religious books. I'm kind of...
Have you been to Israel, Middle East? Like, have you met a Mossad agent before?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't met a Mossad agent. I don't know too many Jews.
Yeah. It will take you probably 30 to 40 years if you'd read a book every day, try to actually have a strong understanding of what's happening in a country that is across the ocean from you without knowing its people. I don't think you had that time. So I would just recommend, like, focus on things that are close to you and not like rumors.
Oh, yeah, no. I like to pay attention to geopolitics.
Not
It's
like
more
rumors
like
across the world, just saying, man. It's like, I live in Germany, for example, and I am very cautious about trying to understand the German politics. Just because it's not my culture, I didn't grow here, the chances for me to actually be misled or misunderstanding something just because I don't have the context of the culture, the language, the upbringing, the mentality, the history is just insane. So I dive, and I know very well the Middle Eastern, let's say, politics. I grew up there, I studied it, I lived it. So I just know that I'm trying to stay very, very cautious with things that are far away from me. I think the problem today, a lot of young people are doing the exact opposite. They have strong opinions about things they don't understand. Okay, he froze. What's happening in Qatar? Doesn't look like it's going to be an interesting one. God. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh. Can they be more stereotypical? It's like factory setting. Stranger. Hey, why are you talking in chats?
Are you Jew?
No, why?
Because your flag in the back?
No, I'm not. Are you Jew?
Fuck no.
Alright. Is there a
I think
problem?
all Jews should die.
Really? Why?
Because I'm German and my great 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 grandfather was Hitler.
Oh, wow. Are you sure he was a great great grandfather? How did you do the genealogy kind of test? Like, how do you know he was great grandfather?
Because our blood matches up to him.
Yeah, you did a blood test to see that you're a grandchild of Hitler? When did you find out?
About 30 years ago.
30 years ago? How old are you?
17.
Yeah. 17 and 30 years ago, you found out that you're the grandchild of Hitler?
What? I said 3 years ago.
Ah, 3 years ago. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood that. And that's when it shifted and you decided to adopt Nazi Germany ideology, or like before you had that?
Nah.
That guy was doing some things we don't want to see.
Oh yeah. Hey, homecoming queen, why do you lie?
Nice singing. Nice voice.
Can I help?
Sorry? Can I help you? People will come when you mingle and behave like you knocked into their door. It's so weird. What are you doing? These people end up being school shooters.
What?
That's how it
Oh,
starts.
he has the Israel flag in the background, bro.
Yeah,
Do you like
guys-
Israel?
I love Israel. What about you guys? You guys Moroccans living in Norway? In the Netherlands?
Oh, you're so funny, bro. Oh my days, you're actually so funny. Are you Israeli living in Germany, bro?
I'm in Israel, in Germany. Where are you guys from?
We're Egyptian from Netherlands, yeah, bro.
Ah, Egyptians. So we're neighbors.
Yeah.
What made you move to the Netherlands?
Who's we? Well, my dad.
And you guys like it?
Alhamdulillah, bro. How you like in Germany, bro?
I love it. It's a great country.
What do you think about 1940s, though?
Huh? Bum, bum, bum.
Hi.
Hey.
What is that behind you?
That's a flag. Do you
From
know it?
Israel?
Yes.
Yeah, Israel.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the Palestinians?
I wish they will stop wanting to murder us and we can have peace with them. What do you think about them?
Okay, well, maybe if y'all were both equal, this would never happen, okay?
What does that mean?
Like, maybe if y'all stop fighting each other and start
Well,
loving
we
each other
tried.
and start working
We tried.
together.
We tried. That's what they did on October 7th. They just
Oh,
jumped
really?
over and killed the people who were trying to have peace with them.
Oh, that's...
These people are so ignorant. My God. Something needs to be done in the education system. Like, they oh, wow, this guy's high as kike.
What's the flag that is behind you?
I'll tell you if you tell me what kind of a football shirt is that.
Manchester United.
Ah, that is Israel. The flag. Where are you from?
Syria.
You're from Syria, but you're living in the UAE?
Yeah.
You guys fled because of the war, or why did you move to Syria to UAE?
We just went.
Oh, do you like it there?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about Jolani and the government of Syria?
I don't know.
Okay,
I can't answer these questions. Sorry.
fair enough. I respect that. What's your thought about Israel? Or you can't answer that as well?
Also, I can't answer.
I respect that. Well, I wish you a safe day, man. I hope you're doing good. That is, guys, the situation in many of these
Free
areas.
Palestine, bro. Free Palestine, bro. Free
See this
Palestine,
donkey
bro.
here? That is
Free
exactly
Palestine,
why
bro. Free
you
Palestine,
need
bro.
to be
Free Palestine,
careful
bro.
with these
Free Palestine, bro.
cowpoop
Free
countries.
Palestine. Fuck
Because
your
they
country.
hump donkeys, and then you end up looking like him.
And you end up looking like him.
No, not like you. And,
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
You Jewish?
No, I'm an Israeli. Are you Polish?
Okay, I'm Polish. Yeah.
How are things in Poland? I heard that it's doing pretty good compared to other European countries.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, is it like, does it feel safe to walk in the streets there? And
Yeah, absolutely.
what's the secret? What's the secret of Poland that the rest of Europe doesn't understand?
You know what's the secret? The Catholic, community, strong Catholic community. I don't
Mhm.
fuck with that, but I'm an atheist, but that's alright. I don't, judge people.
Mhm.
And the parliament is mostly far right.
And that's what's making Poland safer than other European countries.
I would say so, because the European Union makes, politicians take illegal immigrants inside the country. So,
It's interesting that, they keep always trying to warn you that the far right are the danger and that the left are the good ones, but it looks like the far right countries in Europe are the ones that are safe, and the left wing countries are the ones that are collapsing and becoming unsafe.
yeah, that's fucked up, bro.
It is insane, right?
Yeah.
And do you think that Poland is going to allow Muslim migrants to come inside, or?
I don't know, man. It depends on the politicians, They change every year, not year, but like 4 to 5 years. So, you never know.
Do you think there's like a left-wing politicians there that are gonna try to change it? Are they
I don't
strong
think
enough?
I don't think so. Maybe because the thing in Poland that the parties, politic parties, are mostly centered and far right. So that's it's not like left or right like in
Yeah.
the US.
I think you're having a lot of positive reinforcement to your government policy by looking at your neighbors. Like you look at Berlin, you look at Paris, you look at London, you look at like France, you look at the Netherlands, you look at what's happening there, becoming like a Taliban countries, and then you look at your country, and it's like Israel with living around surrounded by Muslim countries. Like it's so obvious to us that we should never
Yeah.
let them come in because they just destroy everything they touch. They're
Yeah,
like
I
a
get
bunch of
it, I get it.
barbarians, savages. So, but then Europeans who live far away always judge us. Hey, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. Just wait. Just let more of these Muslims to come to your country and then wait.
Yeah, I get it, man. I've been to a lot of countries. I've been to Berlin, I've been to Paris, and I know shit. You can tell me, anything.
No, we see a lot of time. Like your former prime minister, he became like a meme legend. The way he
You mean
talks.
Tarczynski?
Yeah, the way he talks in the UN and the way it's like zero. We're allowing zero. It's like everybody, all the left hates him for that. But I was like, that guy knows. That guy knows. Like him or hate him, he's protecting his home. He's protecting his home. Yeah, but
Okay.
then you go to like Europe and you see just. Do you think they're gonna wake up?
It depends. I don't know. I don't like to get into that because it's mostly like when you don't know what is going on, it's all about money. So I don't know. I'm not into like politics and shit, but I know some stuff.
Do you think there will come a day where wealthy or middle class to wealthy Christian Europeans will start trying to migrate into Poland?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they should go somewhere else, though. I don't know. I have no clue.
I
They'll
think
found their
that day will
country.
come. I think like once they will see how they destroy their countries and their children are not safe, those who laughed about you guys will be begging you to let them in.
Maybe. Okay. Take care.
You too, man. Bye. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you to Torah for joining my Patreon and for everyone who stepped in this conversation here, guys. And I want to take the chance here also to thank, where is that? Yeah, so Torah joined my Patreon and that made me excited here just because I recognize the name immediately. Usually I see and I don't recognize who that person is. And I also want to say special thanks for this guy here. Because I like this comment very much. So, hey Manso, it's me, Nisin, the Ashkenazi Jew from New York. Oh, this Nisin. We should play zombies on Black Ops 2 sometimes. Big Uncle Chief. Much love. I like that. Yeah, that was a fun game. Black Ops 2 had a very, very good zombie survival game. That was fun. Well, anyway, guys, just wanted to say thank you to everyone who joined the show. It was a long one. I haven't done You Mingle in a long time. Thought of just jumping and testing the water. And I also want to remind people, if you want to support my channel, there's several ways you can do that. One is go and join my Discord. I open a Discord channel. I think the traveling clat is answering me with an AI bot. He knows me personally and we've been traveling. Anyway, I love that dude. I'm just saying, the way he answered me on Discord here was funny. So if you guys know my channel, I have a Discord channel. Oh, where can I show that? Media. Not here. Oh, here we go. So yeah, that's my wrong one. That's my Discord, guys. Or you can join me on Discord and be part of the channel. You have the spawn points. We have new videos that we put up. We have discussions. People talking about Hump Day. And US, Lebanon, Syria, Palestine, and Narnia, and etc. It's a new channel. There's not a lot of people in it. I wonder how many people do I have on my channel. And I'm still figuring it out. I don't know how many people are part of my channel. I'm still figuring it out. F. Jolani, yeah, Terrace. Yeah, man, of course I met with Tal. I met with Tal many times. I took Tal to the Druze village of Majd al-Shams right after the Hezbollah rocket who landed on the Druze kids playing football, and I've had him on my show. I've been on his show. He's a dear friend. Tal reached out to me in the beginning of my way, and we talked about YouTube a little bit. And I was thinking of quitting YouTube. I wasn't sure that this is the right path. And he was one of the voices to actually give me an honest, like he answered honestly. He just told me this is how it is. Ask anything and I'll answer. And he was very, very kind and generous with the information that he shared. And yeah, I have highly respect to this guy. The Traveling Tal Oran. He's a cool dude, and I love him. That is excellent. Yeah, I really like him. He's also he's one of the only ones out there from, I think, the pro-Israel influencers that is like, not that the others are bad, but that he's genuinely a cool dude, down to earth, in and out. And he also, like, I feel like he knows his field and he knows what he doesn't know. Like, he's not pretending to be, just a viral clickbait genius and trying to talk about things he doesn't know. He actually knows what he's doing, and he knows how to troll and talk to these idiots out there, but he also knows, like, things that he doesn't know, and he knows to ask questions. We talk quite a lot when you want to know some things about the Muslims or the Arabs or special forces, and just, humble dude. Like, definitely. I don't think I can say that about a lot of people there. Not that they're bad, I'm just not super impressed by many of them. But Tal is legit. He's like one of the good ones. So if you haven't followed him, he has a way bigger channel. But if you haven't followed him, go and follow him. So yeah, I wanted to say, if you want to support the work that I'm doing, you can go to my Patreon to find practical financial way to support what I'm doing on a monthly base. It can be from $3 a month all the way higher tiers, which is the main source of income for this channel to help me keep making videos for you. And also, yeah, Tal have traveled a lot of places in the world. Yes, he's been around and he knows the American culture. He knows Asian culture. He knows Arab culture. He knows Israeli culture. He brings a very fresh perspective. I think that's what makes him. And he's just a fun guy to watch. Like, he does things in a really nice, fun way. So my point is, yeah, if you want to support this channel, also don't forget to do the like, share, subscribe, the whole shebang. And here, I'll show you my Patreon in case you don't know how to find it. So that's my Patreon here. And you can go in the membership. You have different tiers, like the $3 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, and it keeps going up. And $50 a month, $100. So you can, like, really go and pick your tiers, and it goes, and a humble, genuine way to help content create. Not only myself, you can also go and check others that you like, and know that the content that we're putting out here for you is a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it comes from our heart, most of us at least, and because we really believe in it, and we enjoy it. And until then, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow, an announcement. Tomorrow I'm going to have 2 live shows. One with the guy that built the Israeli hospital for Syrians in Syria during the civil war in Syria. So the IDF who built the hospital there, across the border, and was treating Syrians, including some ISIS and Al-Qaeda terrorists. So the officer in the army that was the one who started that and who built that, I'm going to have a podcast with him tomorrow. I'm also going to have a podcast episode tomorrow with an Israeli Jewish MMA fighter who was serving in the IDF during the war in Gaza and who went to the fight, and he had this famous fight against the Irish guy that shouted "Free Palestine" when he defeated him. It was a split decision, and we're going to talk about that. And I'm also going to be talking to the Nigerian prince. I'm going to have an episode with him. And a few interesting live episodes coming this week. Also with Zohara, the Moroccan girl. We're going to talk about what's happening in Morocco and Ceuta. So just stay tuned. I'm going to put it as an upcoming episode on my YouTube so you can see what time it's happening, when, and you can come. It's going to be live. And you can come. I should link my Discord to my YouTube. Yeah. It's a good idea. All right. It's the eclipse today, right? Yo. Is the eclipse today? When is You mean the solar eclipse is on Wednesday, August 12, 2026. Germany, Paradise eclipse starts around 11 to 7:22. Maximum is roughly at 8 to 8:15 if Berlin, for example. Okay, interesting. In Israel, it's going to be August 12. Most of Israel because the sun sets. Wow. The eclipse is essentially not visible from most of Israel because the sun set before the eclipse reaches the region. Okay, yeah, because in Europe you have longer sun time. So yes. New moon. When is it in USA times? So if you're living in New York, Washington, Miami is 2:10 p.m. Chicago, Dallas is 1:10 p.m. Denver, 12 in the afternoon p.m. 12:10. Los Angeles, 11:10 a.m. I recommend. Thanks for giving a reminder, man. Red. That was Red. That gave us a reminder here. Red 4105 to go and watch the eclipse. And it's me, S4M. You should link your Discord. That's a great idea. I didn't bother doing it yet. I just got too busy. Stream it to us. Oh, that's a cool idea. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. I just realized because I'm living in Germany and the winters here are longer, the summers, so the days are longer, you can actually enjoy the eclipse. While in Israel and other places, it will be dark already by then. Cool. That is super cool. All right, guys. Like I always say, stay safe.